Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Mo3. They said that the girl that was right there on the highway, the one with the red jacket with the blonde hair, they said that that was the girl who was actually in the car with Mo3. Everybody thought that Mo3 was by himself when he was driving on that highway. But Rainwater, he slipped up, got drunk, and he told everybody exactly what went down. So I want everybody to know this is crazy, man. But I'm glad the news coming out now before the trial.
And just as a quick refresher, this happened November 11th, 2020, where Mo3 was spending the night at a girlfriend's house and pretty much got coaxed out into the daylight by Rainwater, who, claims has nothing to do with this. There was a shooting that struck not only Mo3, but an innocent bystander. So there's several victims in this case.
It was a dude who got hit up,
Mhm.
but ain't nobody talking about him. And every time we try to talk about the person who was actually the witness and the victim too, Mo3 wasn't the only one who got hit up
At
on that
all.
highway.
No.
Like I said, we was on that freeway. I'm one of the dudes that got shot. You know what I'm saying? You know what? One thing, 3 wasn't dead. 3 died at the hospital. So the dude scraped me in the arm. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting in the car. I get out the car, shooting at the dude. But I seen the dude's face. It's the same dude that I see these people posted on these pictures. It wasn't even the Kawan dude. It was the same dude. I want to say his name, but it's your platform or respect on your platform. Like I never came out the picture. I never came up. But I'm gonna tell you like this though. But I'm the one to call the police, for the paramedics. I'm the one to call the paramedics for them and all that.
We thought that it was just Mo3 who lost his life. No, it's sad that that happened. It's sad that Mo3 had to go through that. But from the looks of everything, they been beefing back and forth. Mo3 done did his dirt with them. They done did their dirt with Mo3. It's just sadly Mo3 end up in the last end of the stick.
And I think I've said this before. It's sad that once you, get a better footing in life and have a chance to advance yourself, you can't let go of the streets. And I think that's where we see a lot of the victims nowadays that are in the music industry is they're still tied into what's gone on in the past rather than being able to move forward with it, because we know there's enough genre, there's enough fans, there's enough community for anybody to make a profit in this industry.
Yeah, and for Yellow Beezy to think that they weren't gonna come back for him, not listen. He was a small fish in the pond. They said that the girl Jossie Banks, and I don't care what they said, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what they said after all the evidence came out. But they said the girl Jossie Banks, she lured Mo3 to the house by promising him that she was gonna give him something. Ain't no telling what she was gonna give him, but he went there, he got whatever he got, and as soon as he left, he got killed. Everything that went down, it all goes to show like it was a setup from the beginning.
It absolutely was. And I find it's just so disheartening because they actually use the children in this. They use the children to twist and plot this whole situation to
They
their
tried to
liking.
use the kids so the kids can try to make an alibi and say that,
Hmm.
oh, there wasn't nobody but my daddy on the phone. He ain't asked this and he ain't asked that. By the kids knowing that to say, oh, he ain't say nothing about who was in here, nothing like that, when he really did say that because they got the recorded lines and everything from inside the house. Like it goes to show they went to extreme measures and they went to a high extent just to get Mo3. But the thing is, forget the highway, forget all of that, forget the rainwater, forget all that. We gonna go back to what the Fed said. The Fed said inside of that house, it was somebody at the door listening to the people that was in there. Now keep in mind, her apartment complex got cameras in the hallway. They said it was somebody listening at the door. It looked like Keywan White, but it also looked like Devin Brown, which is her baby daddy. How your baby daddy involved in what happened with Mo3, but he didn't know he was at your house.
See, and I see that as the plot twist because they're using that to cover up what was really planned and what was really being twisted into play. They're using that as an alibi right down to back to the kids. The baby daddy's calling to speak to the kids to see what's going on inside.
All of a sudden,
Out
the
of the
baby
blue.
daddy calling when the baby daddy don't live there.
Because they're twisting it with the jealous alibi. oh, we got a jealous baby daddy who's upset because Mo3 took the mama and the kids out on a really nice family out, and you jealous. Why are you so jealous? That's what they want people to say. That's what they want people to look at.
That's why they got people study looking at the highway and study looking at the semi truck pulling up. Now I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'ma say it. Hit that like button if y'all feel that the semi truck was a throw off. The semi truck was recording the whole time. And I'm not exposing none that ain't already out there. The footage shows the semi truck recording the whole time. Why did the semi truck just start recording? Where the rest of the footage at? Where is the rest of the remainder footage that the feds kept saying that they needed? The semi truck recorded that at the exact moment, being in the exact location right on the side of Mo3, then end up being behind Mo3 when his car cut off. How did you get from on this side, which is the right lane, all the way to the left lane? If you see Mo3 car cut off, now this breaking news, y'all, this new stuff. I'm being honest with y'all. If you see Mo3 car cut off and stop automatically, how did you end up behind it?
And a semi don't stop on a dime.
It don't.
They need like almost the length
100,
of a
almost
football
100
field
foot
to be able to stop going 45 miles an hour. And we know that nobody travels at 45 miles an hour on an interstate. So that really leads the question to be, what else did that driver see? What are they not saying? What are they not doing? And that's a company vehicle.
And where was the witness vehicle at when all the shooting was going on? Where did the witness vehicle, what type of car it was?
How are you just a
Why ain't no
bystander on the
picture?
freeway?
Exactly. And why ain't no type of pictures? Well, I ain't gonna even lie. They do got the picture of the white truck. That's probably what he was in. The
Possibly.
picture of the white truck.
Because again, they don't talk about the bystander like that. Have we even identified this person? Or he's just irrelevant because he's a bystander and Mo3 is a star.
Right.
Like, no disrespect to Mo3, but like that person's story is just as important. But we don't hear nothing about that person. Why? Is he a part of it? Is there a plot twist? What do we not know about this situation that would probably identify something more going on?
Right, because we saw a Kroger truck, and Kroger, they deliver for a lot of places. What places do Kroger deliver?
Kroger itself, and then I believe like Smith's or they got a
Dominic's.
they got a few different brands out there for Kroger, like 23 some companies or some crazy. So they're nationwide, they're everywhere. Those trucks are equipped with camera surveillance for their own protection, and they go inner city to interstate. They're everywhere. Yeah. What do we not know about this scene right here that, there's a lot of cars parked. Everybody, I get it. There's shooting going on. You see people running on the freeway, you pulling over for safety reasons or otherwise. But at the end of the day, there's something missing from this story. There's a witness missing. There's something missing. You've got plenty of people that are standing around just bystanders, including one that got hit. Where's the rest of the story at?
It's a missing piece to this whole case, and this is why it's been carrying on for so long. And I ain't gonna even lie. I know everybody kept wondering, okay, who's the dude in the picture? They got the dude right there in the picture. But the thing is, that ain't the person who they think it is. The real hitter, the girl who got locked up, which is Yella Beezy cousin with the blonde hair who was in the car, she said that that's AOF Key. So AOF Key is Rainwater's artist. But the only person who can get up on you that close is somebody who knows your every move or somebody you know. They said that Rainwater, he paid AOF Key to follow Mo3 the whole time. That's why he was on the phone with Mo3. I was going to say,
let's not forget who was on the phone the entire way from the time he left his girl's house all the way to the time of the untimely fatal shooting. Like, at the end of the day, they were literally, oh, I'm going here, I'm going to try to go left, I'm going to try to go right. No, they're still following me type of conversation going on. So therefore, he knew his every step, his every move, and he knew right where he was going to be.
And that's why the dude with the underwear showing, with the blue, light blue, sky blue underwear showing, with the gray pants, with the black long sleeve shirt, Like, keep in mind, he put on that mask because he didn't want nobody to know who he is. They said that wasn't Keywan White. Keywan White said that wasn't him, but it looked like Keywan White to me. But old girl said it was AOF Key. Which story is it? It's like a missing piece to this.
Look, if the FBI really wanted to know, let's just talk about it for a second. We've got height, body build, facial structure. His clothes are skin tight. If they really wanted to narrow down who that person is, face mask or not, they could.
And where did the camera come from that actually caught that clear still footage of him, but it's blurry when you get up close to him?
Exactly.
Because if you can zoom in and get extra megapixels right there on Google Maps and stuff like that, like you'll be able to actually see his face. Because I done seen people clear faces when you zoom in on Google Maps.
And his face mask covers, but it leaves a lot open. Again, with the technology that we have in today's world with AI and everything, if they really wanted to find out who that was, without a shadow of a doubt, they would be able to.
If Mo3 was right there in the open and there wasn't no semi truck around when he was laying on that ground, when that dude who was pumping on his chest, who just came out of the blue, out of nowhere with the blue pants, when he was pumping on his chest, why did that white semi truck was behind his car, but why did it look like Mo3? Why was the semi truck just behind Mo3? Like,
and you got to think about how fast this all happened. You know, like Mo3's in a panic at this point. He's trying to escape with his life. He thought that by stopping and pulling over, he'd be able to find what he had stashed in that car. It had been removed, so therefore he wasn't able to, and he ran out of time. Again, a semi truck going 45 miles an hour needs the length of a football field to stop. So either this happened super quick and the truck barely had time to stop and literally slid up on him that close, or there's a little more at play that we just can't see right here.
yeah, because why is they on the side of the truck though?
Mm-hmm.
They on the side of the semi truck with Mo3. He got hit up like up in the other lane.
It's almost like the semi truck tried to swerve around him, but was able to stop in time to not hit the car. Because relatively speaking, he would have pushed that car right into Mo3 at that point in time.
Yeah, some not adding up.
It doesn't add up because again, semi trucks don't stop quickly. They need time. I'm sure that was chaos. I'm sure cars were turning left and right, trying not to get hit. Because reality speaking, you're trying to avoid an accident. You're trying not to hit somebody, and then you see an active shooter.
Because Mo3, he had on the purple with the black and the white stripes, but his car, it was the gold Honda.
He literally pulled over thinking that that was going to get him more time.
Yeah, I don't think he had no weapon in the stash box because Rainwater said that ain't nobody took it out.
But that contradicts the previous interview where he said they did take it out. They need to get their story straight. And I understand that they're trying to cover each other and cover their own, but your stories don't line up. The truth is going to be exposed at some point in time. Someone is just going to come and tell it all.
Yeah, it's making it seem like it was something different than what we thought. And a lot of the stuff was graphic content when we first saw it, but we knew that the baby daddy, which is the dude who had the dreads, but then he ended up cutting his dreads. Like that dude, like they say he crazy.
And he very well could be, which is why, you know, he's the second man charged with the murder of the Dallas rapper Mo3. But, you know, how did he end up on I-35 when he was just at the apartment? So was he the person following him, or was there?
Was he still at the apartment from last night when he called?
Did he do a stakeout? Did he stay overnight?
Did he lamp on Mo3?
Who knows?
Like for a person to actually be on the highway and get charged and locked up for something when they was just there the night before, why is he still there? Why is he still like in the vicinity when he don't live there? He don't live nowhere around there.
And we know people can be crazy over their kids. I get that. Trust me, I do. But this just seems like a whole nother level. And I'm sorry, like at some point in time, it's got to give. I think this is bigger than that. I think it's something to do with the past lifestyle. I think that there was an old beef that needed to be settled, and
And
it just caught up with him.
right, because Rainwater, he said a lot, but I really believe the stuff that he was saying about what happened with Mo3. I really believe it because it's like Jossie Banks was a small fish in a pond.
Mhm.
They said that Mo3 was tender. That's what Rainwater kept saying.
At the end of the day, he was a better artist than all of them, and they knew it, and they were jealous.
Uh-huh. And that's why every time Rainwater was at that barbershop, he kept on telling them, yeah, Mo3, he got good music, but man, let's talk about something else. Like why he kept on saying, let's talk about something else because he was hating on Mo3.
But he's your artist. Like it don't even make sense. But we all know too that when there's an untimely passing, they tend to make a little more money off of that artist. So again, I still have my feelings and regards about it because it all looks like it's a setup.